Hey friend, Tyler Jones here, your go-to guy for everything Kansas City Chiefs. Today I'm breaking down why I truly believe the Chiefs have finally fixed their biggest flaw heading into the 2025 season. And trust me, this one's a game changer. Let's start with the elephant in the room, the offensive line. Last year, not great. The Chiefs allowed 41 sacks in 2024. That's the 16th most in the entire NFL. But here's the real kicker. Patrick Mahomes himself took 36 of those sacks. Think about that for a second. The guy who's the face of the franchise, the best quarterback in the league, was getting hit way too often. And it showed. We all saw Mahomes deal with some bumps and bruises, including a bum ankle just this past season. We got lucky it wasn't worse, especially with how shaky the left tackle position was. Remember Joe Thuney? The Chiefs traded him away, and it was clear they needed a major upgrade protecting number 15. So what did they do? They made moves, big ones. First, they drafted Josh Simmons, a first-round pick from Ohio State, and then signed Jalen Moore from the 49ers in free agency. These two are competing hard for the starting left tackle spot, which has been a headache for years. But the Chiefs didn't stop there. They added some promising undrafted free agents like Esa Pohl and Dalton Cooper, players who could surprise us all, and brought in Trey Antrim Jr., a Super Bowl champ with experience. And it's not just about new faces. Mike Caliendo was, re-signed, and the team shifted Kingsley from tackle to guard, which should help him play better. The bottom line? The Chiefs now have options, depth, and flexibility where they desperately needed it. Before we keep going, I want to hear from you. Do you think the Chiefs have finally fixed their offensive line problems? Type Y for yes, N for no in the comments below. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of the latest Chiefs news as we roll into the 2025 season. We're on the road to 4,000 subscribers, and every click counts. All right, let's dive deeper into who these new players are and what they bring to the table. All right, now that we know the Chiefs have beefed up the offensive line, let's talk about the key players stepping into the spotlight. Josh Simmons, the Chiefs' first-round pick, is the name everyone's buzzing about. This guy was a beast at Ohio State, known for his strength, quick feet, and nasty edge rush defense. The scout said he's got the perfect blend of size and agility, and from what we've seen so far, Simmons isn't here to just sit on the bench. Simmons fits the mold of the modern left tackle, someone who can protect Mahomes' blind side against the league's fastest pass rushers. Remember, protecting Patrick isn't just about avoiding sacks. It's about giving him time to work his magic downfield. And Josh's ability to handle speed and power rushers gives the Chiefs hope that this will be the end of the Mahomes sack party. Now, let's talk about Jalen Moore, the 49ers free agent signing. Moore brings experience from a team known for solid offensive line play. He's versatile and can switch between tackle and guard, which adds valuable depth. This flexibility is huge during the long NFL season when injuries inevitably happen. Moore isn't flashy, but he's reliable and plays smart. Exactly what the Chiefs needed. And don't sleep on the undrafted players like Esa Pohl and Dalton Cooper. These guys are hungry, and when you're fighting for a roster spot, that hunger can turn into hard work and surprising play. The Chiefs' coaching staff is impressed with their work ethic, and they've shown flashes in training camp and mini camps. Then there's Trey Antrim Jr., the Super Bowl champ who brings veteran savvy and leadership to the group. Having a guy like him in the locker room can be a difference maker, especially for the younger players. All this new talent means competition for the starting left tackle job will be fierce, and that's a good thing. Competition drives performance, and the Chiefs clearly want their best protector on the field for Mahomes. So, what do you think? Could Josh Simmons be the solution to the Chiefs' line problems? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're excited about these additions, let me know. Protecting Patrick Mahomes is always the Chiefs' top priority, and this offseason's moves show just how serious they are about it. The offensive line isn't just a unit. It's the foundation for everything the offense does. Without solid protection, Mahomes can't buy time to make those big throws that we all love watching. Josh Simmons arriving as a first-round pick sends a strong message. The Chiefs want to build a wall around their quarterback. And it's not just about preventing sacks. It's about giving Mahomes freedom to scramble, roll out, and find those tight windows for passes. Mahomes is one of the most dynamic quarterbacks in the league, but even he needs time and space. Think about last season. Whenever Mahomes was pressured or hit early, the offense struggled. That led to some costly mistakes, stalled drives, and missed opportunities. This year, with Simmons and the revamped line, the Chiefs hope to limit that pressure and keep Mahomes healthier through the season. Another big piece of this puzzle is the chemistry between Mahomes and his blockers. Protection is as much about communication as it is about physical ability. The more reps these new linemen get with Mahomes in practice and preseason, the better their timing will be. And Andy Reid's offense relies on that timing to perfection. We also can't forget the impact on the Chiefs' running game. A stronger offensive line opens lanes for running backs, which helps keep defenses honest. When defenses have to respect both the pass and run, it makes Mahomes' job easier. The Chiefs know that keeping Mahomes upright and healthy is crucial to chasing another Super Bowl. This offseason has been about building the best team around him, and that starts in the trenches with the offensive line. So, will these changes finally give Mahomes the protection he deserves? It's early, but the signs look promising. This could be the year the Chiefs' offensive line steps up and keeps Mahomes comfortable all game long. What's your take? Do you believe the Chiefs have fixed their biggest weakness? Hit the comments and let's talk. Rookie minicamp is always an exciting time, giving fans a first glimpse of how new players are adjusting to the Chiefs' system. This year, there were definitely some clear winners, and a few players who didn't quite shine as much as expected. Let's start with the winners. Josh Simmons immediately stood out. From the moment he hit the field, his technique and power were evident. Coaches were praising his footwork and his ability to quickly read plays. For a rookie, that kind of awareness is rare and very promising. If he continues on this path, Simmons could be a game-changer on the offensive line. Another standout was Brashard Smith. Although he's not a first-round pick like Simmons, Smith showed great hustle and determination. His energy in practice and ability to pick up blitzes impressed the staff. It's clear the Chiefs see potential in him as a solid depth piece moving forward. On the other side, some players struggled a bit more. A few rookies had trouble with the speed and complexity of the Chiefs' playbook. This is normal, of course, but it means they'll have to work extra hard in training camp to catch up. One name that's been discussed is Jalen Royals, who had moments of brilliance but also showed inconsistency. It's not a red flag yet, but it's something to watch. Rookie minicamp also highlighted the importance of mental toughness. The Chiefs have a culture of high expectations, and not everyone adapts quickly. The players who keep their focus, learn from mistakes, and push through challenges will have the best chance to make the 53-man roster. Speaking of the roster, minicamp performances play a big role in those early decisions. Coaches get a clearer picture of who can contribute right away and who might need more seasoning on the practice squad. Overall, the Chiefs looked sharp in minicamp, and the new additions injected fresh energy into the team. The next big step is training camp, where the real battles for starting roles and depth spots will heat up. Which rookie impressed you the most during minicamp? Who do you think might struggle to make the final roster? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Now that minicamp is behind us, it's time to look ahead at what the Chiefs' final 53-man roster might look like heading into the 2025 NFL season. Of course, there's still plenty of evaluation to come in training camp and preseason games, but based on what we've seen so far, here's a realistic projection. On offense, Patrick Mahomes is locked in as the starting quarterback, with solid backups ready to step in if needed. The receiving corps looks strong with Travis Kelce leading the way, alongside rising stars like Rashee Rice. The offensive line, boosted by Josh Simmons' promising start, should provide better protection than last year. At running back, the Chiefs have depth with a mix of veteran experience and young talent. Look for the team to rely on a committee approach again, keeping defenses guessing. Defensively, the Chiefs' front seven is shaping up well, anchored by George Karlaftis and his pass-rushing skills. The additions from the draft, including Simmons and a few others, have given the defense some much-needed youth and explosiveness. In the secondary, there's competition for starting roles, especially with some new faces trying to unseat veterans. Depth is solid, but could be a concern if injuries pile up. Special teams remain a strength, with reliable kickers and punters, plus dynamic return specialists who can change the momentum of games. The biggest battles for roster spots will likely come from the backup positions and special teams contributors. Players who can fill multiple roles and show value on special teams will have an edge. Overall, this roster projection shows a Chiefs team built to compete for another Super Bowl run. The mix of established stars, exciting rookies, and depth players gives the Chiefs flexibility and toughness. What do you think of this roster projection? Any surprises or players you expect to see make the cut or be left off? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates on the Chiefs. Thanks for watching Total Chiefs News. We'll see you next time with more news, analysis, and all things Kansas City Chiefs.